Hi everyone and welcome to my place. I have had so many requests. Astar, can you please do more flowers and candelabras? Well, let me just show you the quickest, easiest, most beautiful way that you can use your candelabra. Now, here's mine. I've got two of these and I absolutely love them. This design would be perfect for a wedding, for an anniversary, or to just sit on your table. You don't need many flowers, but you do need quite a few varieties for what I'm going to do today. Well, actually, that's not really the truth either, because if you've got a lovely garden or you're out having a walk and you see flowers and like just pick one from here and pick one from there and just gather a whole lot of little flowers together. You don't need them to be very long, and just bring them home, give them a nice water. Now, this takes 12 candles. I want you to know, far too much night light for me. So I just have 3, or I have 4. First little tip I want to give is, if when you put your candle in and it doesn't sit straight, I hate it when it does that. There's 2 ways that you can do it. Is you can burn a candle, put some wax in and then put it in. The only trouble with that is you have a terrible mess and you've got to dig all that wax out at the end. So what I do is I just get a tissue and I just roll that around there like so, and then I push it in. Ha ha! And it sits straight. Now, once you've got your candles in, the next thing you need are some of these. These are test tubes, and I think you can get them from Michael's, Amazon. You can get them all over the place. And I buy them in sets of 2, and I think they cost, I don't know, $2. So that's $1 for a test tube. And then that just goes into there, and just give it a wee push to make sure that it's in there. Now, the stage is set for beautiful flowers. Let me just share. I've been into my garden and I have, ooh, be careful, I have got out some of my little dahlias. So the dahlias, I'm just going to pop into here like so. Now, I've just realised that I didn't put water into that. Might I suggest you put the water into the containers before you start? Because if you don't, you're going to have a terrible job getting the water in. So one moment. And while I was at the bench, I forgot to bring this. And this is the gatherings that I've had. And to be perfectly honest, these were flowers I was given, and they've just got shorter and shorter and shorter. And I thought, I'll use those in this design today. So I'm just going to put that into there. Now, what else have I got? Oh, look at this. This is lovely too. So I'm just going to put that in and over to there like so. Now, the only thing you're going to have to be careful of is flowers don't like candles. So bring that down and make that a little bit shorter. Now also, when I look into that, see how the petals have come off around there? I think we want to have pristine, perfect flowers. So I'm not going to use that because I've got this one here that I can use, taking that off, and that can just sit into there like so. I've got some daisies. Take all the foliage off, and I'm going to bring some daisies into there like so. And I'll bring a daisy in over to there. Now, the other little tip I have to give you is, when you're doing something like this into these little vessels, be very mindful of the fact that you're going to have to keep the water up to them on a regular basis, because what will happen is they will drink. The more flowers you have in here, the worse it's going to be. Now, I've got some little carnations there. You can see where the carnations have sort of slowly gone off. Just take those bits off. And if you want a budget-friendly tip from me, you can grow these. Take the leaves off, cut about there, take that flower off, get some sand and put that into the sand, and that will sprout, and you will be able to have your own supply of carnations. And that can go into there like that. Isn't this just gorgeous? Simple, 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 simple flowers displayed in an elegant container just takes the flowers to a whole new level. What else have I got here? Oh, going to use those because they're quite beautiful. That can go into there like so. Now, When you see what I've done over here, I've got 2 flowers on the same plane. So take one out, cut that down a wee bit, and remember to slant cut, and that can go into there like that. So as you can see, oh, isn't this just lovely? I knew this was going to be beautiful. Oh, and I love this dahlia too. These are those little wee field dahlias, and they've just been the best this year. Now, if you've got any little leaves that have got wee marks on them, cut those off, and I'm just going to bring that up and into there. Now, I've got some little pansies, which are from my garden, and I thought that they might be just lovely, because when you see these little daisies or these little pansies, often you think to yourself, oh, what can I do with them? But look how magical this is becoming just with a few that, oh look, I've got one around here that's got nothing in it. I'll just put a few of those into there, and then I'll bring this one around and into there, and it's just a matter of building and building and building the story that you want. And then you have this magical, just little few flowers just here and there. And your stage is set for whatever you want to do. I hope you've enjoyed this, because I've enjoyed doing it. And now I'm just going to spend the next 5 minutes or so just filling up all of those little test tubes, and I'll be back to share what it looks like in a few moments. Flowers, candelabra, candles, celebration, something easy, something simple, something beautiful. I think this is gorgeous. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed sharing it with you. See you again another day.